Hey everyone, this is OKCoyote, and welcome to my Magic the Gathering December Pack-A-Day Challenge for December 8th. Today's pack is Dominaria. If you are new to this series, I am opening a pack of Magic the Gathering every day in December, and all 31 days, and every pack is different, so they are all different sets. Why am I doing this? Just for fun, just because I want to. So, today's pack, as I mentioned, is Dominaria, which is one of my favorite sets. Dominaria is the quote-unquote home plane for Magic. It's not necessarily the most popular, but it is the plane that a lot of the early sets took place on. It was kind of the central location for a lot of Magic storyline for many years. So it's always nice when Magic goes back to this place, goes back to this plane. There's so much history uh, wrapped up in it. So I didn't play a whole lot of Dominaria at the time, but I loved the story behind it. I loved the cards in it, and I thought it was a fun set. So I'm excited to open this pack. Let's get into it. If I remember right, I think every pack had a legend in it, or like something historic, something like that. Because there was so much nostalgia in the set. I don't remember. It's something like that. But you know what? Hey, we're going to find out together with this pack. So, first card on the list is a Ghetto Journey Mage. This is 2 and a red for a 3/2 human wizard. When Ghetto Journey Mage enters the battlefield, if you control another wizard, Ghetto Journey Mage deals 2 damage to each opponent. Solid. 3/2 power for 3 mana is always going to be decent enough to get played in limited. And if you're running a lot of wizards, which I think is not hard in this set, you get a little extra damage in there besides. Yeah, not a bad card. Not a first pick by any means, but not a bad card. Good middle pick. We have Opt. Opt is always a nice card. 1 blue, instant, scry 1. Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card on the bottom of your library and draw a card. So, deck manipulation, always a good thing. And Opt is a very good way of doing it. It's been reprinted many times. It's always a popular card. Invoke the Divine. 2 and a white. Instant. Destroy target artifact or enchantment and you gain 4 life. This is not good. Enchantment, artifact removal, always strictly sideboard. Unless you're on a plane like Mirrodin or Theros, where you know your opponent's going to be running lots of artifacts or enchantments, these are generally not good cards. They're just cards that kind of have to be in there just in case. Bloodstone Goblin. 1 and a red for a 2/2 Goblin Warrior. Whenever you cast a spell, if that spell was kicked, Bloodstone Goblin gets +1/+1 and gains Menace until end of turn. So, 2/2 for 2, that's a fair card. I don't know how often you're going to be casting kicked spells in this set, but, occasionally you'll get that little extra boost. A 3/3 Menace is nice. But, even without it, I would still run this as a 2/2 for 2. Speaking of 2/2s for 2, here's Corrosive Ooze. 1 and a green for a 2/2 Ooze. Whenever Corrosive Ooze blocks or becomes blocked by an equipped creature, destroy all equipment attached to that creature at end of combat. Neat! You don't see cards that do this very often. Equipment destruction is rare and fun. And your opponent will hate it. Feral Abomination. 5 and a black for a 5/5 Thrall with Death Touch. I'm not sure why it has Death Touch. I think as a 5/5 it doesn't really need Death Touch, but okay. Sure. Next up is Guardians of Koilos. 5 mana for a 4/4 artifact creature construct. When Guardians of Koilos enters the battlefield, you may return another target historic permanent you control to its owner's hand. Artifacts, legendaries, and sagas are historic. So there it is. They keyworded that historic. So it's anything with a bit of nostalgia kind of gets that name. Artifacts, legendary cards, and sagas, which are enchantments that tell a story. So yeah, neat. 4/4 for 5. Get something back for you. Not a bad card. Not a bad. Baloth Gorger. 2 green for a 4/4 beast with kicker 4. If Baloth Gorger was kicked, it enters the battlefield with 3 +1/+1 counters on it. So you get either a 4/4 for 4 or a 7/7 for 8. I like this either way. 4/4 for 4 is pretty solid on the curve, so I would definitely run this. And if you get to kick it, hey, good on you. Keldon Overseer. 2 and a red for a 3/1 human warrior. It has kicker 3 and a red. It has haste. When it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste until end of turn. So it has that little active treason effect for an additional 4 mana. So you can play it for 3, you get a 3/1 with haste. You can play it for 7, you get a 3/1 with haste, and you steal something for a turn. Sure, not too bad. That active treason effect. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it can win you games. Here's another card with kicker. Fight with Fire. 2 and a red for a sorcery with kicker 5 and a red. Fight with Fire deals 5 damage to target creature. If the spell was kicked, it deals 10 damage, divided as you choose among any number of targets instead. These targets can include players and planeswalkers, so nice. So for 9 mana, you can do some serious damage. But even 3 mana to deal 5 to a creature is solid. That is a very good removal spell. Juggernaut. We're moving into the uncommons. Oh, we moved into the uncommons with Fight with Fire. Sorry. That was an uncommon. This is another one. Juggernaut. Juggernaut. This is a very old reprint. Dating back to, I believe, Alpha. Juggernaut is a 5/3 artifact creature Juggernaut. Costs 4 mana. Juggernaut attacks each combat if able and can't be blocked by walls. Yeah, it's still a strong card. I love it. Before we get to our rare, we've got a bunch of other stuff in the pack here. I know it looks like I've only opened 2 uncommons, and we'll get to that. So first we have a Sapperling token. Always lots of things that make those. Here's our land for the pack. It's an island. We have both a foil and a legendary creature, as I mentioned. So our foil is an uncommon. It is Champion of the Flame. There it is. All shiny. This is a 1 and a red for a 1/1 human warrior with trample. Champion of the Flame gets +2/+2 for each aura and equipment attached to it. Fragile, but fun. I don't know if I like this as an early pick, but it's definitely a card you might want to experiment with and build around. Our legendary creature is Shayna, or Shanna. I think it's Shanna or Shauna, but I know it's Shayna. Sisay's Legacy. Legendary creature, human warrior. It's green and a white for a 0/0. Shanna Sisay's Legacy can't be the target of abilities your opponents control. And Shanna gets +1/+1 for each creature you control. So you're usually, even on its own, it's a 1/1. You're usually going to have more creatures out. very quickly when you're playing green and white, so this will be bigger. And I note it's good. Don't get me wrong. I note it can be the target of spells your opponents control. It just can't be the target of abilities. But still, pretty cool. For 2 mana, this could be a pretty big creature, so neat. And our rare blows everything else in this pack away. It is a classic reprint, Siege Gang Commander. This is 3 red for a 2/2 goblin. When Siege Gang Commander enters the battlefield, create 3 1/1 red goblin creature tokens. Pay 1 and a red to sacrifice a goblin. Siege Gang Commander deals 2 damage to any target. So this is a goblin that comes with his own arsenal. This is, I mean, even with just the 3 1/1s, you could throw them at things and deal up to 6 damage. Plus you have 5 power worth of creatures on the board. And this is an easy first pick, and you can build around it by playing, trying to draft other goblins. And just the more goblins you find, the better this gets. But it doesn't need other goblins to be good. They just make it better. This is a very strong card, and easily my first pick if I were opening this pack in the draft. So very happy with that pack. But that's going to do it. That's the end of this pack of Dominaria. Don't forget to like this video if you liked this video. And you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitter at OKCoyote. That's going to do it for today's December Pack-A-Day Challenge. I will see you tomorrow with another pack. Thanks. Bye.